Hey guys, welcome to my first live stream. Just give me a few seconds and we'll be like pretty much good to go. Alright, so I'm going to talk about a few things first before I just get into all of this. Give me 1 second. Alright, so what you just saw was called OBS, and I'm simulating it or running it to run a few things my live stream, and I'm running another program for audio, and it's running another program to run my MIDI keyboard, which But you get the point. Not that I'm good at. I'm not really good at piano. I just played with it a few times. Like I've played just here and there, just songs. So we're gonna talk about live streaming and what you need to do it. So I know the infinite screen thing kind of weird and what I'm showing, but if you ever get into live streaming, this program I'm using is called OBS. It's free. If you just search OBS Studio, you can download it for Windows, Linux, and Mac, I think, if I'm correct, which I should be. But the point is, that's not all. Oh, excuse me, sorry about that. You are going to need one. Even if you don't have a camera, you can still do this, but probably a camera. That's why I have this. It's called a Vivitar 4K. It's kind of like a GoPro camera. And I have another camera, which is plugged in. I'm just not running it because I'm using the audio from it. I know, kind of weird, but I will be using both cameras, which I do have it set up to do both cameras, but not the point there. So, sorry, my camera was doing something. My other camera. Huh. But you're going to need sound or audio. And that's why I use, give me 1 second. But this program over here is called Reaper. It is also free. You can find it on Google. And back to me now. So give me 1 second. Reaper is a digital audio workstation, or a DAW for short. And I have this interface, the Behringer Euphoria UM2. I have this for the microphone running to Reaper. And then, like, Reaper is our, here, I'll go back to it. Reaper is basically holding the glue. On my vocals, I have this is called ReSound, and it's just for, like, background noise. And then I do have another program called Reason 10, and I'm running that with my single track, which would be kind of actually the mic track, but I'm using the second track, because here, I'll go back to me for 1 second and show you guys this. So on the box, you can see the mic track right here. I'm not using this, which funny I should be, but I'm using this, the 1/4 inch jack, and I'm using the audio on it. And it's sitting on top of my bass amp over here. And I'm going to go back to this now, because we're in Reason again, or we're in Reaper again. So now, to send audio from Reaper to OBS, you're going to need to download something called I forget what it's called. Why do I forget what it's called? I can't remember what it's called, but it comes with more plugins, and it's on the Reaper website. Give me 1 second. I'll see if I can pull it up. Alright, for some reason, I won't let me pull it up, but here, I'll show it to you. Just give me 1 second. Let me go back to here. So now I'm in here now. See my live streaming. So, this is the Reaper website. You have it for Windows, Linux, Mac, and the other one that you want to have is called Replugs. And what Replugs is now that I remembered it because I saw my link to it, it basically comes with a bunch of more free plugins for Reaper, and it gives you Restream. And when you want to activate Restream, here I'm going to go back to the display capture, and you're going to want to have to set up this. This is annoying to set up. What it is it's an audio input capture, and you set it up from right here. Just click audio input capture, and then you'll be prompted with this window. This is my camera I'm not using. This is my non-used camera. So that's the Kodiak USB audio. That would be my Behringer, and I'm just using this, the camera audio. But once you have that set up, you want to click right-click, filters, and at the bottom corner has VS2 plugin. And then you're going to add it. It's called Restream Standalone, and you can see I'm sending audio from Reaper to OBS. Pretty cool. So, with that said, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and um, give me 1 second, because I don't think I'm going to be showing this. That's going to be in the corner, and this can be open a little bit more. Oh, I don't like that. Give me 1 second, sorry. Alright, I don't know, something like that, even. Okay, so, I'm just gonna, you can add, what it's called is called Rewire to, your main track, or no, your one track that you want to send to Reason in Reaper. So now it'll open up Reason, it'll be like, oh yeah, here you go, you can use, you can send, you know what I mean, you can have Reaper sending to Reason with Rewire. Not many people use this, but I just like, yeah, sure, try it out. And here we'll add a synthesizer. And I'll just, let me turn my piano down a little bit. Okay, maybe a little bit too much there. Sorry, it's kind of been like not really a long time, but just like a while since I've used Reason. There we go. I'm just gonna choose a different effect. That actually sounded pretty cool. Not that bad. A little bit different than what I thought it would be. But this is what Reason is, and it's you can get the standard version, I think, for like $100. But that is a paid DAW. So if it's a paid DAW, which is kind of weird when you think about it like that. But it's fun to play with. Like, it's fun to just sit there and, like, if you were to just, it's really good for making music. Like, I personally like the effects you can get out of it. And it sounds really awesome. So if you ever wanted to live stream, you don't always have to spend a bunch of money on stuff you don't need. And I thought, oh wow, we need a new camera, we need new this, we need new this. You really don't. think about it. If you have, I think, if you have an Android camera, mine's Apple, so it won't work. Sadly, the way that works. But I think with Android phones, I would want to say because Android is basically compatible with Windows, so it'll work with like a computer, and I think it would work with OBS. So you actually might could use your Android device. So I mean, I thought that is pretty cool. If you ever wanted to just maybe instead of film with like a little GoPro or a real camera, you can film with your Android or your phone. Let me search. Like I'll be right back. I'll search to make sure it's like you can do it. So I just wanted to double check. Yep, because most nowadays games are played with phones, and because like Android phones are really good phones. Not saying that they're bad or anything. I've never had one, so I wouldn't know. And Apple's a good phone too. Apple, like an iPhone 6, that's what I use for most of my YouTube videos. It's really good. Right now, I am using the Vivitar 4K camera, and I did edit the settings before I did all this, before OBS is taking over the camera, and the settings on the camera is 4K, so it is like video output 4K, but I think OBS is more taking over that. I paid $75 for this camera at Walmart. I know little much than what you probably needed. I like it. I think it was worth it. And like you don't have to invest over $1,000 in live stream technology. I mean, okay, if you want to get maybe like good live streams and honestly, if you want to start a live stream, like okay, you have a YouTube channel, you have all that and you want to start like live streaming, start with what you can use first. And if you can just use what you have first, you don't have to invest. But honestly, I never had a camera. The first camera that was given to me, I'll 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 get it, was this, and it's a Sony Handycam camera, and my church gave me this to figure out how to live stream, and they said, "Hey, start with that." I said, "Okay, I'll start with that." So, and we do have another camera, but it's plugged in, and I'm using the audio for that. But so I actually the computer I am using to do this on, I just built that too, and um, it's a live stream gaming computer, and I don't have a Oculus Rift to do like live stream gaming. I mean, if I did, I would do it. Honestly, yeah, probably. I haven't yet made the whole like, should I buy it yet decision. But maybe I should, maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know yet. But that's just to continue more of my live streaming. Because I do game, but not like, it's more of like a free time kind of thing. So, So if you ever wanted to start live streaming, the easiest way to do it, easiest way, um, I would start with what. Here's your questions. I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you to ask yourself. Do I have the technology to live stream? I did at the point. I mean, I had a laptop. Has a Core i3, and then I just built this gaming computer for live streaming and gaming. Kind of the point. So now this is my first live streaming with it, and it's actually handling everything pretty good. But here's your questions I'm gonna ask to you. Have you ever dabbled with camera, like camera editing, any of that? Have you ever messed with audio editing? That's the big one, because if you're mixing live streams, the camera, you can set it down and not worry about it, because you're not just gonna move camera, move camera, move camera. And you're just gonna set it there, and it's gonna do it. It's all gonna be monitored through the computer, unless you have people moving it, and not you're the one moving it because you're the one monitoring. Okay, you have the camera. The camera's running through OBS, so it's just running. Like it's not like recording, because I don't even have a card in it to record to on this camera. My other camera I'm using audio for, I do. I think it's 32 gigabytes of space. But that's just because that's where we started at. We started with this camera, and this camera came with a 32 gigabyte card, the charger, and they said, "Hey, can you start live streaming for us?" I was like, "Ah, all right, I'll find out how." And I had to ask questions. Oh no, where do I start? What's my starting point? How do I start? What do I do? How do I do it? So, when you're running a live stream, if you don't have people moving the camera, and you're not the one moving the camera, excuse me, sorry about that. I've had really bad like burping and belching problems, but I'm pretty good right now. Like just like continuously burping, but it's just I've never actually had that happen for quite some time, and it's been happening over for like a few weeks now. But I'm pretty sure I'm pretty okay with that. Like I'm feeling pretty okay to do all this. So if you're not managing the camera, like if you're not just moving it, and you have OBS set up to monitor sound from Reaper and monitor video from here. So you have sound, you have camera, you have live stream, like, or however you want to think of it. Like you have one brick, camera, or it can be your audio, either or, and then you have your camera. So audio, camera, you have to overlap both of the bricks, or you can just join both the bricks. Kind of weird to think of it like that, but that's what I'm doing. And when you're not messing, like if you're the person for live streams, because you have to sit there and audio engineer the sound of the live stream. I didn't have to do that today. I just set my mic to be this level and my piano to be this level through my mic's running through Reaper, like I said, through Reaper, and Reaper is free itself. Reaper is fun to use if you ever have time to use it. Like I know that's kind of weird to think about it, but here. There it is. Here. Put it in the corner. Well, here, I'm just gonna. That's what it looks like. When you open it up for the first time, you have a start evaluation license, because they'll try to, you have to have a license to run the program. I don't have a license to run the program, sadly. But you can still use it because it's a free program. And when you're using it, it's fun to just monitor out of. it's if you like. There we go. That's better a little bit, somewhat. Cutting off half my body, but that's fine. But you still get the point. You have to ask yourself, have I mixed audio? Have I mixed video? Have I messed with camera editing? Have I messed with audio editing? And if you ever do YouTube here, and if you want to like mix music and play your own music, you're going to have to get to that point. You have to write the music out, and you can play it through live stream stuff. I mean, even if you wanted to. But I like, this is the start to something new with me live streaming. But I hope I can just teach you guys something new every day, or just play a song or a few, and probably play some video, like some games. Funny to say that. But probably me and my brother will probably be doing some games. And give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So, I hope you did, I really hope you obtained knowledge from this video. Even though it was actually kind of a long video. I really actually didn't want to end it like 30 minutes into the video. Well, it's like 40 minutes now for my first live stream. But now I can just be like, oh, I'm going to start re-explaining everything I just did. And I don't need to. But I'll just go play something in give me 1 second, in Reason. Alright, there you go. That's what you guys can see. I'm just gonna... Alright, I'm back in here now. So, this Radical piano, is really fun to mess with. Oh, I didn't... Sorry about that. I did not know that was set to that. Oh, it's not even... I have it set to a different thing. Sorry. I'm gonna add a drum track, and let's see if we can have some beats here. go back to the drum editor. not what I was thinking. Pretty cool, but really not what I was thinking. But still, pretty cool. Oh, do I have two of the same track? Oh, no, that's just one track, okay. Sorry. Processing. Sounded pretty cool. Now let's see if I can... Okay, no. Sorry. Huh. Not what I was looking for. Yeah, I really don't know what I'm looking for. Like, sound wise, honestly, I really don't. A little bit too much. Well, I guess this is just my starting live stream, so give me 1 second. And he's back. Hi guys. Okay, so if you guys ever need like really any help live streaming and stuff, um it's easy to think, it's like easy to do, and it's not as hard as you think. Like a lot of people over like react to the newer technology, and there really isn't any newer technology. Music industry wise, there's no newer technology. The only newer technology is software. You can't really get any newer there. Like Pro Tools, Ableton, Reason. I mean, but Reason isn't tech, like it's okay. It's really good. It holds, has like a lot of instruments. It holds a lot of, it's really like technological advanced stuff. So I'm probably gonna live stream some video games and stuff. And sorry, hearing my parents talk. But hmm, well, when you're here yelling about stuff, eh, probably shouldn't go. Now that I think of it, I need an ending scene. Let's see if I can find one. I'll be right back. Okay, there is no ending scene for YouTube videos. I'll have to scavenge the hunt for those. But I'll be doing more like I'm gonna go through my what I have, and I guess I can do that right now too. So give me 1 second. I'll break out my stuff. Sorry. All right. So, um, I guess the only thing rest of stuff I have is my stand, and that's this thing. It's a Simmons. It says right there. Pretty. Oh crap. Sorry. It's really bright, but it says Simmons. Like it's really hard to read, especially even if it's up close. But it says Simmons, and it's a stand that I'll be using. I'll probably put it so where I'll use a second camera, and you guys can see my keyboard layout. But honestly, if you want to start streaming, there's only a few things you need. All you need is a computer, software, camera, HDMI, and then, but that HDMI it's called a micro HDMI, and micro HDMI to capture card. And what a capture card is that is what sends the feed of the camera to OBS. There you go. But without the HDMI to hook up to the capture card, there's no point in even showing it. And I have one more box that's like I have to dig out to show you guys. But it would be my Zoom B3N, and I use that for my bass guitar pedal board. And I have a Behringer amp. So hopefully, I don't know, I can show you guys how to do more of the stuff that I do. And hopefully I can do it more platform wise. Like my computer it has a I wouldn't probably want to do it now because let me see what it looks like. Well, no, I'd have to take the case off and everything. I wouldn't want to mess it up. But sorry about that. So, but it has I think I don't remember what kind of power supply, but it's a good one. It's like 400 watt, I want to say, around there. I think even probably 400 or lower. But I have an Asus, an Aorus, I think it's pronounced Aorus. Give me 1 second, I'll check with the box. A B450 Aorus M motherboard. For my CPU, I have a Ryzen 5 3600, and for my graphics card, I have a RX 5600 XT graphics card. I have 3 storage devices. I have one mounted on the back of the case, and that's 1 gigabyte, or no, 100 gigabytes. I think it's actually, no, it's 120 gigabytes. Yeah. Then I have another 120, that's a hard disk, and then I have a 120 gigabyte SSD running the system. And then for game storage, I have a 2 terabyte, but that's more for video editing and gaming, to just hold my games on. So I will be doing probably more gaming streams, hopefully soon, and probably more church streams. So go check out our church streams. I am the audio. I do all that, like our church live streams and stuff at Here's Hope Reaching Higher. And then I'm going to start to do my live streams here too. But I'm going to be using I'll be using more cameras, and I'll be showing the software, not like what you should show in a church feed. You just show them playing and doing church, I mean, like the feed. Like, I'm not saying that to be mean about it, but I would say definitely go check it out. We're pretty good for what we got. Um, And that's kind of all I have to sadly say for my closing. Um, I don't have like a main saying just yet, and that was my piano moving, by the way, because I was pushing my, because my piano sits on a like a roller that rolls, like I can roll it out, and I have it sitting off the roller a little bit, so it's out of the, because I have it's underneath my desk, and there's a shadow between where the light up here light, because there's two lights, there's a light back there, and one like right here, and where that hits down, plus my light right here. Yeah, it's right here. It's above the camera. And that's a bright light. That's actually brighter than both of these two lights. And but that's just because I have it for most of my videos and gonna be more of this stuff. Excuse me. Um, I do. It's be funny because I'm a nerd, but I do solve Rubik's cubes. I can get into doing some of those with my live stream. Like I can just mix it up and solve it. It's really bright with picture. This is a spaceman. I forget what model this is. But I know I got this one. There's a story to that. And the way I got this cube was I was with my choir and I was going to Disney for my first time, and I was down, I think I forget which park. But I know I got it there in Disney. Ooh, sorry, I dropped one of my tools. And it had to just hit the stand. The mic stand. I don't really know anything else of much what to say. But that's all I have for today and this live stream. And this is Charlie Butcher closing now. Try to have a great week. Try to have a good weekend. For you people doing online schools and that are in schools teaching, be safe. And everyone in the world, be safe. That's kind of all I have to say for today. And for now, I love you guys. Very weird, supportive way. But that's just my way of saying have a good day. Try to have a good like time if you can't find a good time. Like when I enjoy when I'm trying to do something fun, this is my do something fun. Weird way to put it that, but like I like playing bass guitar, and I like live streaming. Like I love doing YouTube videos and live streaming. So I thought, all right, I'll just start my own live streaming now because I already have a YouTube channel with some of my YouTube videos, but I have to get some cables from my guitar to my pedal board. Well, the Behringer to the pedal board. I have to get some cables, and maybe I'll do a video. I am working on some videos, so trust me, a lot of videos I am working on. And I'm just playing guitar like freely. I have they're hanging on my wall. They're hanging on my wall. I have a 5-string Ibanez. Funny story to this one. It's a 4-string P Squire Alinity bass. And funny story, I found that on Facebook. It's the blue one that I play in, I think, Longview in my cover on YouTube. And when I play the cover, that bass I'm using in that video is, I got that bass for $10 on Facebook. And the body, because you can see the body is like the pick guard is all wood. That was the only part out of the whole string. I mean, it needed new strings, and it needed a new nut to hold the strings between the nut and the tuners, yeah. But besides new strings and a pick guard, which me and my dad made out of wood, and it's that bass isn't really good for like high stuff. Like my 5-string is really good for high stuff. That's more of like low stuff, like hard metal rock, like really hard metal rock music. And then I have I have another Fender P Squire bass. It's my brother's, but he doesn't play it. So that's actually the first bass I started playing bass, and I have 4.5 years into it. And I use it for some of my videos. Let's see if I can find which video I use it on. I use it in Human Radio, which is by Shinedown, and then I use it by Paranoid by Black Sabbath. But for both those covers, I use that in for that bass. Have a great day. Like really try to. I know it's hard, especially living in 2020 with a virus and everything and what we're doing. But live streaming is more of the entertainment pictured wise, so have fun doing it if you like doing this kind of stuff. So